Okay, third time's the charm, maybe. Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 719, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my studio. As I promised, I would dress up for Halloween, so happy Halloween, everybody. And also, as I promised, I was going to show you how I'm redecorating the back wall in my studio. I have to leave the camera much further away today because I wanted you to be able to see the whole wall. And in order to do that, I will have to read comments on my computer instead. So I will not be looking at the camera as much as normal. But if you're joining me live, please say hello. Let's see, we have, hi Joe, Nadine, Lily, Thea, Judy, Kimberly, Jackie, Angela, Lily, Edna, Christine, Thea, Rita, Marcia, Lisa, G, Carrie, Pamela, Wendy, Judy, Sean, Sancho. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the compliments on my outfit. I know it's a little silly. It's Halloween. Halloween's the time when you can, let your hair down and be a little bit silly, in my opinion, anyway. It's just an excuse to, let your freak flag fly. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Sanshell. Thanks for joining me live, everybody. I can't see my whole costume, but if you look at the photos, let's see, I posted a full-length photo on Instagram and Facebook this morning, so if you want to see the whole outfit, you can see the whole thing there. Also, I shared a Maya Angelou quote while I did that this morning because, I'll tell you in a second here. I'm setting something up still. I shared this quote and it says, if you are always trying to be normal, you'll never know how amazing you are. And I know we talk about this a lot, but I really can't talk about it enough because it does not matter what other people say about you. If people don't care for you, they're not your people, right? So always remember that. I've had a few experiences this week where people have said some really hurtful, terrible things to me. And if you let other people's opinions affect you, it can crush your spirit, it can ruin your day, and it can make you question yourself. And I know this isn't exactly what you thought I was going to say this morning, but I just feel compelled that every time I go through something that really hurts me, I have to share it because I know there are other people going through it too, and my first reaction is to go cry in the corner. And I want you to know if that's how you feel, it's okay, but just remember you're not alone, because guess what? I went through the same thing this week. I went through this thing this week where a couple of people have said some really hurtful things about my appearance, and it makes you question, wow, is there something wrong with me? It happens. We're very fragile human beings at times, and it is okay to question yourself because someone's being mean. But when you let the dust settle, remember how people treat you is a reflection of their character, not a reflection of your character. Your character is reflected by how you treat other people. So please remember that. Please, if me sharing my embarrassing experiences this week can bring any help to somebody else, it will be worth going through the experience in the first place. And it actually ties into my charity as well. That's why I share the dark secrets of my past. That's why I share the skeletons in my closet. And that's why I share a portion of the proceeds of my sales for Project Kristen Cares charity, because I know we all go through the same things. Whether you've been through the domestic abuse, or whether you've been kicked out and been homeless, or whether you've had addiction problems or abusive parents, whatever horrible, painful things you've gone through that have forced you into feeling like you had to sit in a closet and feel like you are all alone, you are not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. Human beings are more alike than they are different, and we all feel pain and we all feel excluded from other people at times. And I just want you to know that it is natural and normal to feel that way, and it is okay to let yourself, don't fight it, let yourself feel the whole gamut of emotions. But after you feel those emotions, remember you are not alone, and other people's opinions of you are none of your business. So, I had to get that out. I almost didn't dress in costume this morning because I was feeling so ridiculous about myself because I was really taking other people's opinions too seriously. And so I had to get that out and let you know that it is okay if you feel that way too. And how fun is my costume, by the way? You know what? I'm not a size 2. I'm not skinny. I'm not 20 years old. I have wrinkles. I'm not perfect. And you know what? I'm still dressing up for Halloween because you know what? It's going to make somebody laugh. It's going to make somebody not take life as seriously. And guess what? I don't care. So, having said that, I'm super excited. I've always wanted to dress up in this costume, and I've never had an opportunity to. So, guess what? I didn't have an opportunity today either, and I thought I'll do it for the podcast. So, yay! Yay! I did make some people laugh. Good. Nadine's smiling. Judy's smiling. Thea's smiling. Linda's happy. Great. Great. So, surprise, we're having a silly day, and we're going to do some fun things in here anyway. Check out my wall behind me. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. Let me see what I can do here. I knew this was going to be challenging to try to get the whole wall. I probably should have taken my desk out of the room. But can you see it's, okay, so this is what I bought. You can find it in my Amazon shop. I bought 2 sets of this thing. It's 5 cubes tall by 4 cubes wide. And what I did is bought 2 of them and attached, since you had to attach them anyways, I attached both sets together all the way across. And so now I have cubes 8 cubes wide by 5 cubes long. So I have 40 cubes here. And then I bought some fabric cubes for the bottom ones. And here's what my suggestion. If you want to just organize a whole wall, I think it might be a good idea to fill all the cubes with all the cubby cubes with fabric cubes. And the reason I feel that way is because if you want to organize your spaces, that would have a nice, smooth, solid wall, just like it was a painted wall in your house. It might be a great backdrop for photos too, especially if you're going to put a dress form in front of it. By the way, I did find a dress form very similar to my favorite one in Amazon yesterday, and that would be this dress form here, because it not only does it have the base, but it is pinnable. And I find that if you're going to use a dress form for designing or displaying, especially shawls, displaying shawls or designing garments, I find that it's very helpful to have one that will accept pins. So it has some cushioning in there, and the pins can go in and out. I think that's important. Some of mine are not that way, and they're better for just putting items on. But if you're really going to use it for styling, I would get the pinnable kind. And I found one like this for $42 on Amazon with free shipping. It's not Prime. If you've noticed on Amazon, things that are super heavy, sometimes they still come with free shipping, but it's not Prime shipping, so it might take a few extra days to get there, but it's still free shipping. Having said that, the cube storage, these were quite heavy, and if you notice, they are free shipping on Amazon, but they are free, not Prime shipping. Fine. It's still great that they offer that feature. Also, so they are completely customizable. They come with these little plastic sheets so that the floor or the bottom is solid, so you can easily put things on there. But because they are totally customizable, what you can do is change the configuration. You could actually make these go as high as the ceiling. I could probably get these 8 cubes tall. I'm going to show you. I just have a regular ceiling here. But see up there, I could have gone 2 or 3 cubes taller. Yes, Karen, it is stable. It's not shaking a lot. It moves, but it's not shaking a lot. I would not put a ton of heavy stuff at the top. If you're going to put anything heavy, I would keep that for the bottom. But that's the case with any storage. If you're doing even my plastic shelves that I store things on, you always are supposed to put the heavy things at the bottom. Now, my half dress forms fit beautifully at the top. And again, I'm using this as a backdrop for my video studio. So for me, I want to fill these cubes with different products and have my mannequins at the top. I did keep this one mannequin on the on the base, and I thought it might be fun to keep this one separate so that when I'm doing a video, whatever I am focused on and talking about can be right in front of me, but then the other 4 can stay at the top to be featured. Now, the view on the camera right now is not what it would be on a video, because you know, YouTube chooses the framing and everything. If I zoomed out, if I brought this much further back, you could probably see to the top of the mannequins, but you can't see my desk either. So if I were to sit here and trust that the desk is right here, you can hear it, what you would see is all of that behind me. And I think it is going to be really interesting and cool for my video backdrop. But these would be amazing for any type of a storage. Do you have a craft room or a craft corner that needs organizing? Do you have a closet that needs customizing? There's all sorts of ways you could customize this. But another thing I wanted to mention is with the fabric cubes, the ones that I have at the bottom here, what I thought would be fun to do with the fabric cubes is to decorate them with crochet or knitting. So let's say this isn't an actual motif, but imagine this is the hibiscus blanket, and we'll probably display this one somewhere up here. But what I thought is, what if you took just a motif and attached a motif to each one of these squares? Wouldn't that be just absolutely adorable? And if you were going to organize things by color or by any type of, you know, separating out for organization, you could actually theme all your motifs. If you were going to do all red yarn or all blue yarn, you could actually make a motif in those colors to separate all of them. Or if you just wanted to go with some sort of a theme, you could decorate them all in the same motif or different motifs, but all in the same color. I think the cubes are, I think those fabric cubes are really cute, and give you a nice, solid, smooth finish, and keep, nothing really looks as great when you organize it on a shelf as it does when you put it away, right? So anytime you can hide all your stuff but still be super organized so that you know where everything is, that's the best. So for me, I'm going to put motifs on there. I haven't decided if I'm going to make them all matchy-matchy or change the color or what, but I'm definitely going to decorate them with crochet, which actually makes me feel like I should probably put cubes, fabric cubes in all of them. But at the same time, I would like to feature product for my video. So I think I'm going to put, see how I have the, what do you call these? Those stands for books. I was thinking that I would, like in every other cube like this, I would put a book. What do you guys think of that? Thank you. So I was thinking that I could put books in every other one. Like that, and then figure out what's the name of the fuchsia shawl on the, this is called Love is in the Air, the pink and purple one on the end. I can't remember if it is published yet. If not, it is coming very soon. It is either recently published or coming very soon. So, oh, and I'm going to put yarn in some of these. So haven't decided if one ball would be sufficient. Probably. I think one ball might be cute in some of these. I put some of, I just stored my stuff up here last night. Not the purpose of a cute storage system. So we'll put yarn in there. These are my current projects. And then I thought with the bags, oh, for anybody who's still interested in the bag bundle, the bag bundle is, I still have a few sets left. If you want to grab any for gifts for the holidays, I have the 5-bag bundle on discount still. And I still have a few of the bags left if you want to buy them singly. This one is sold out singly. But what I'm going to do is stuff these and maybe fit those into some of the bins too. What else do you think I should put in there? I think the hard part is going to be figuring out how to display projects. Bags might be easy, but something like this blanket, although it would be super cute in there, you know what I might do is put this around a white gift box. Think about, you know, like if you wrapped it around a box. Let's see, do I have a box? Here, I have a box to give you I don't have the right size box. Let me see. right kind of a box, but I wanted to give you an idea of what I meant. So let's pretend like this is a white box. And if, you know, if you can't find a white box, you could always cover a box with white paper first. That reminds me, when I lived in Israel, you know, it was a predominantly Jewish area where I lived. And so they didn't celebrate Christmas. And when it was Christmas time and I wanted to put Christmas presents under a tree for Marlon, I had to make my own wrapping paper because there was no Christmas wrapping paper. So I found clip art on my computer and I tossed clip art into a fabric kind of a design, which is funny since I eventually became a fabric designer. Anyway, so I tossed clip art on a document, a Word document, and then printed those sheets of paper and took those sheets of paper and covered boxes and presents so Marlon had wrapped presents under the tree when he was 1. But anyway, you could take, if you only have brown boxes from like shipments and stuff, you could take one of these and wrap it in white paper if you can't find anything else. And then once you wrapped it in white paper, you could drape anything you wanted to feature. I mean, if you wanted to make customized wrapping paper, you could still do that. And gosh, clip art's come a long way. And now that we have the internet as well, that would be even more amazing. You could definitely make your own wrapping paper if you needed to. So honestly, the world is full of ideas, right? Anyway, so this box is too big for up here too, but can you see how cute that would look? In fact, if I can figure out a uniform size box, I think that's how I will display a few different fabrics of projects up here. Maybe a bag, maybe a blanket or whatever, but I'll use uniform size cube boxes that are preferably white or wrapped white to be able to display some fabric up there. What do you think so far? Do you like the cubes? Do you think this is a good idea? Could definitely use some more color, so I do think the fabrics are going to be helpful. Whew. What else? Yeah, leaving a little bit of the edging hanging over the fabric cubes is a great idea too. And you notice I have a bust up here, so I can put a necklace on that one. They're not that small of cubes, Kiranjit. I think they're fine. In fact, these are 11-inch cubes, and which means you can fit 10.5-inch by 10.5-inch fabric cubes inside, and I've already done all the math and figured that out and shared everything appropriately in my Amazon shop. So if you need any help, yes, I will definitely be doing something like that too. Someone said doing a pyramid of yarn. I'll do a pyramid of Be So Clean soap bottles as well. I love doing pyramid stuff. So for example, we could do something like that, all with the same color of yarn. Could do something like that, or maybe even do it like 3, 2, 1. Especially with, I'll do that with Be So Baby yarn too. I'll definitely display some of that up there. And you know, I had to keep my Be Amazing sign. That's my favorite sign I've ever had. Christine, you don't see costumes on Facebook. I don't know. Oh, you don't see my costume on Facebook. I think I shared it on my personal page so far, and I've shared it on Instagram. I'll be sharing it on my professional Facebook page when the podcast is over. Yes, they're more than big enough for storing things. Look at the books fit just fine. Everything fits in there. I wanted modular storage. I wanted to be able to put different things in different ones. If they were bigger, they would have too much empty space. I want them to be filled and filled with product. So, and honestly, if you were going to store in the bins, these bins would hold a lot too. These are 10.5 by 10.5 by 10.5. Don't be sorry, Kiranjit. You're entitled to your opinion. If they're not big enough for you, that's fine. They're plenty big enough for me, but that's okay. It's more than fine to have a different opinion. Depends on what you want them for. Yes, Carla, another idea would be to have a little something hanging out of each bin so that you could know what was inside. You could have, but like again, I think putting a motif to represent that would be adorable. Or a swatch. I think pulling just a piece of yarn out might look messy, Carla, but I don't know. Maybe you have a different vision than I do. What's the project under Layers Crochet? Let's see. Oh, this is the Giada shawl and the Giselle top. Would you guys like to see a sneak peek today though? I have actually finished designing the cover of the ebook that is also going to be a paperback book now, so that's a new exciting thing to share with you, but I'll tell you about that in a second. This is the Giselle top or dress, and this is the Giada crochet shawl. Those are the two pieces you saw down there. Now, I do have a sneak peek photo here, but I do believe it's off camera. Would you like me to bring it on camera? It is going to be a project in the new book, and it is also going to be the cover shot from the new book, and I am ridiculously excited about it. Oh, it actually matches my outfit. Look at the pink matches the pink. This is in Be So Baby yarn in colorway Orchid, and it is unbelievably gorgeous rectangular shawl done in Be So Baby yarn in colorway Orchid, and I made the cutest bobble pom-pom edging to go around the entire perimeter of it, and I don't know why, but I am so in love with this edging. You know when you're so excited about something you feel like your heart's going to burst, like just burst with joy? I love this edging so much I can barely stand myself. Like, does that make sense? I love it so, so much. And just like when we talked about the Selma cardigan where we alternated rows of double treble crochet with single crochet to keep nice, beautiful, symmetrical lines. Well, I did that with this pattern too. It's a row of single crochet and a row of double treble crochet, but there's more. But we also did a chevron increase, decrease. Oh, yes, Wendy, this would be absolutely amazing as a baby blanket too. I just wanted to make it one of those big comforting shawls. This is 30 inches wide by 72 inches long, which is just that perfect classic size for really giving someone a hug with your handmade, hand-stitched gift. Isn't that amazing? It's absolutely the perfect size for a gift or for sharing. It'd be great for a prayer shawl, for a gift for someone who needs a hug, or just for yourself. And like someone just said, you could modify the width or the length to create an Afghan or a baby blanket. You could make it skinnier for a scarf. Like, there's a gazillion ways you could change this up and make it something else. It is super simple, definitely a Zen project. It's going to be called the Mary Jane Shawl, and it will be in my newest book that should be out in the next couple of weeks. I should be making an announcement about it probably next week. Probably have the pre-order for the paperbacks next week, and probably have the ebook available sometime next week. I believe it's 9 balls of Be So Baby yarn, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me look it up since I have my computer right here. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it's 9 balls, so let's see. It's 9 balls of Be So Baby yarn. That's colorway Orchid, and it's using an I9 or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So hopefully that helps. Don't forget, if you're going to go that high of quantity, you may as well get a 10 ball discount. We have the bag of 10, so you can order that and get a discount at least. I know you only need 9 balls, but you may as well get the discount if you're going to do that. Or just get the 9 balls, do whatever you want. Especially if you could do this in color too. You could alternate colors on that and make stripes. That would be super cute too, but if you're going to do it in one color, it is 9 balls. So, any more questions? Let me get back to comments, see what I'm missing. Let's see, someone's made the Giada. That's wonderful. If someone else wants to make the Giada, that's good too. Okay, someone asked me to style the shawl. I did put it on. Yes, crochet flowers outside the boxes would be perfect, Lily. That's what I meant. Crochet flowers, crochet motifs, whatever. Something along those lines would be absolutely perfect for decorating those fabric boxes. Absolutely. And that's what I plan on doing with them. Thank you, Kiranjit. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love braids. I put in a little hair extension this morning to make the braids longer for the costume. I have one of those hair extensions that comes on a strap, you know, so there's a little strap that goes across my head, and then so they're not attached to my head at all. They're not attached to my hair or my head. And so they go underneath my regular hair, and then I just pull out the crown of my hair. Should probably do a demo on that one day. But yeah, I don't really like wearing it for like keeping my hair down, but it makes my braids longer. So does anybody have any other questions? Ooh, Wendy's beating the last row of her molten lava shawl. That's wonderful. That's okay if it's going slow. As long as you're going in the right direction, that's all that matters. Thank you, Elizabeth. I am trying to be fun this morning. I hope I made some people laugh or smile. What's the name of the pink shawl I showed? It's going to be called the Mary Jane shawl. It is not available yet, but it will be out soon. And I'm super excited to talk about all the different projects that are related to the book, but that will probably make some sort of announcement next week. Fingers crossed. Carla's working on the meadow shawl. That's wonderful. That's one of my favorites too. As soon as the weather cools down here, you will definitely see me wear that on the podcast. Thank you, Kira and Jeet. I love my costume too. It's so fun. You know what I can do? I'll share a post on my YouTube channel of the photo and the full-length photo of my costume. You can see that after the show. You know how I can share posts separate from videos on YouTube? I'll share it as a post so you can see it. Can the extensions go around the middle of your head? It's just a headband. I'll have to put them on for you another day and show you how it goes. But it's just a little like fishing line thread right here, and there's just a one length of hair that goes on. I'll show you another day. Thank you, Thea. The shoes are my own. The shoes are my own. The ankle strap shoes are my own, but everything else came with the costume. Thank you, Rachel. I always have fun getting dressed up for Halloween. Yes, even if it's just to hand out candy. But this year I figured I have no idea what's going to happen with Halloween. Probably not getting trick-or-treaters. So I figured I may as well dress up for the podcast and make all of you laugh instead. Like I said, I don't care if people laugh at me for dressing up. I enjoy dressing up. It makes me happy. I like to be silly. You know that. Yep, I'll show the extensions next week. I'll find where I bought them, share the link, and then show you how to put them in. Yep, we can do that next week. Any other questions, anybody? Oh, I didn't mean that you were laughing at me, Wendy. I meant that just surprising silliness. Silly's fun, and it makes you smile, and that's good. Yeah, laughter's good for everybody. That's right, Carla. All right. Oh, Rachel, it's okay. Typos happen all the time, and my name has been typoed a gazillion times in a gazillion ways. I don't take offense to that. Thank you. So anyway, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed my silly costume, my new wall of organization, my tips and tricks for how you can use this to organize your craft room or other rooms in your house, and how you can decorate it and make it your own. I can't wait to see if you end up using the same system that I'm using and showing me how you make it your own. That would be so fun. I'd love to see those photos. Hope you enjoyed chatting with me and everyone else here, and my sneak peeks for things that we're going to come out with next week. So exciting. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day. Happy Halloween. Have a great weekend. And I will see you Monday. Bye-bye.